Mrs. Hayward throughout Chapter 4 becomes exceedingly more mysterious. Frayne does this through Stephen's narrative perspective, his description of her, and also the way her character changes from calm and collected to panic and restless. Examples of this are she's hurrying down the road, contrasting the beginning of the chapter when she walks still, unhurried, still composed. Mrs. Hayward is also presented as a sister. Stephen recollects the photograph of Auntie and Mrs. Hayward he saw when sneaking around the Hayward's room in a previous chapter. Stephen finds it difficult to understand how sisters can grow up together and live so close together, a point that is reiterated by Barbara. He then deduces this, that they must still tell each other secrets.
On page 70, Auntie D stands watching from the doorstep, unsmiling, her hands pressed to her lips as if she's about to blow a kiss. Auntie D shuts the door again, her kiss still unblown. The symbolism of the unblown kiss could be interpreted in two ways. One, it shows some sign of reserve, she's holding back an affectionate gesture. Or, two, how Stephen has sexualized a simple wide act by linking it to the gesture of a kiss. Auntie D, out of all the women in this chapter, provides a traditional example of the role of women in the Second World War. She is left at home without Uncle Peter, who has gone off to war, and has to look after Millie by herself.
In Spies, Frayne uses the character of Barbara Berrill to portray another stereotypical view of a woman, that is being gossip. Frayne presents this female character as bossy, gobby and gossipy. Barbara visits Stephen in the privet a lot, and when she visits him, she gossips about everything that she's seen and heard, and sometimes even makes rumours up about stuff. So again, Frayne has presented one of the stereotypical views of women and girls through this character.
Hello, Stephen.
Hello.
So, Stephen, what do you think of Barbara Berrill?
She thinks she's better than us. She thinks she's superior to us just because she's a year older. But she's not. She's beneath our notice.
And why do you think that?
Well, firstly she's a girl. Doesn't need girlish things. She mocks Keith and I. And always invades our secrets.
But aren't you listening to Mrs. Hayward's secrets?
That's different. She's an adult. But she's suspicious and disappears. She's a ghost.
Surely she's helping Auntie D.
Between you and me.
Stephen has conflicting feelings relating to women. This is representative of his evolving maturity. His confusion is intensified by the fact that the women he encounters throughout the novel do not wholly conform to social expectations one might assume of a 1940s wartime setting. The portrayal and presentation of women is rather biased throughout the play. This is not only due to stereotypes of women being inferior during the war, but also because it is written from the perspective of an adolescent boy who does not quite understand women and how to interact with them.